Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey with us. One big, happy, exciting family that we are. I'd like to mention that I do have a private Facebook group. You're more than welcome to join as long as you have a profile. Also, if the video is too fast for you, you could always go into the description box below the video. There's a 2-minute link. It shows you how to slow down the video, and also to pause the video, have your closed caption turned on, take notes, and take it from there. I do not write patterns. For that reason, I put closed caption on. You guys can pause, take notes, and it helps you to slow down the video and go with it. Remember, everything is possible to create. Some people might say, I can't do that. That's just too experience or too. You know what? It's by there that you can gain the experience. And sometimes you'd be surprised at yourself, actually. Another thing I want to mention, I also have a Facebook page. You can follow Instagram and TikTok. Sometimes you guys create certain patterns and you're stuck, not just out of my own, but other people's. And I have a few of you that message me on Instagram or on my page, or in my group, of course. So you're more than welcome to do that if you're stuck. I am here to help you, so no issues. You can follow me on all of those social medias, and please do share the videos. Sharing is caring. The more we can invite friends and family, the bigger we can grow. It helps us creators to keep going. It's a way of gratitude towards us, and we highly, highly gratefully, appreciate all the help that we can get. These are 4-ply, 100% cotton thread. These are Portugal threads. They only sell them here in Europe. They're similar to Aunt Lydia, number 3 cotton. Mine's a little bit thinner, so my pieces become a little bit smaller. Remembering that when your tension is too tight on any project that you do, use a hook or two bigger than your normal size. If it's too loose, then cut down on the hook a size smaller or 2. In order to tighten up your tension. I get questioned a lot about these balls of thread. They're 100 grams, equivalent to 325 grams. They go for $12. The minimum of order, which I'm shipping them out, are 6 balls because of the shipping costs. It's horrendous. It's crazy. What can I say? I don't own the post office and the shipping company, right? Can't beat them up, as they say. So if you're interested, let me know. In the description box, there's all the informations. Like I said, there's all my social medias. There's also my email and patterns that I do create. And you're interested to buy them, you could also email and get a hold of me. I do sell them. Okay, so for the most part, I use 2.75 hooks, sometimes 3.5. Pair of scissors cut the loose ends, and of course a small one to tuck in loose ends. Okay, let's get started, everyone. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. I know that quite a bit of you like to watch my videos, but you got very lazy fingers or thumbs to give it those thumbs up. Help out the creators, not just myself, but many others that do need the help. Okay, it costs you nothing. It's for free. Thank you, everyone. Oh, and of course, thank you to all the women that came through for helping the other women in need of thread by donating. I also have the PayPal account below. You can donate for some of you that are considering or haven't yet. And below the video, there's a little bag of thanks. That's donations to be also received. But that belongs to YouTube. Automatically, they take 30% off of whatever you're giving. So for that reason, I have the PayPal account below because they don't take nothing. And it's more for the women. I also want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for the ones that have been tipping me for my work, for my services and my time here, dedicating myself almost day in, day out for you guys. Thank you so much. Okay, let's get started, everyone. Okay, everyone, so we're going to create this beautiful centerpiece, doily. And the good thing about this, you can go way bigger. I keep adding these rows up. This is inspired by Lucivaina Art Crochet. You guys, some of you that follow me have seen me do a few pieces of work from her. She has a similar one to this one, which only has up until here. And she has added her flowers exactly how I have mine, obviously inspired by her. Her edging is a little bit different in mine, and I decided to go ahead and make it bigger. So I've created these extra rows and turned it into my own design inspired by her beginning and her flowers. So thank you so much, Lucivaina. This is absolutely stunning, and I hope that you like what I created with your inspiration of your piece. So we're going to create this very simple to do. I absolutely love it. I love the little flowers and everything. You know me, I love flowers. So 4-ply 100% cotton thread, similar to Aunt Lydia number 3. If you're using Aunt Lydia number 3 cotton, it will be bigger than my piece. I'll also be using this purple and a multicolored yellow. And 2.75 hook. You can use a 3.5 depending upon your tension. If your tension's too loose, go with a smaller hook, a size or two smaller. If it's too tight, go with a size or two bigger, so your stitch can be looser and not crumpling up as much. Okay, so we're going to get started. Thank you so much, everybody. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so. It helps the channel tremendously. And please give it a thumbs up. And if you get lost somewhere in any of my projects, feel free to either join me in my group, message me through there so I can help you, or through Instagram. I know some of you sometimes have a hard time with certain pattern, which is normal. I mean, we don't always get somebody else's pattern or the way they create it. Sometimes it's not meant for us, which is normal. I would appreciate some of you's, of course, very little of you, that do leave certain comments about it when you're not understanding a pattern. I would appreciate if you would be a little bit more gentle on your words and not be so rude. These things are for free, and I'm behind the camera doing recording, not seeing what you're doing wrong. So that means I cannot understand where you're going wrong with the pattern. I would help you if you either message me through Instagram or through, like I said, in my Facebook group. Kindness goes a long way. There's no need for nastiness. And so please be kind to yourself and to others. I think I mention this all the time on every video that I do. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. So the first thing you want to do is that magic circle or 4 to 5 chain if you can't. I'm going to secure this with a slip stitch. And then I'm going to come back in and do a single and 2 chain. This becomes my first double crochet. I'm going to add 11 more. With my single and 2 chain, I will have 12 double crochets altogether. This is row 1. Okay, everyone, so I've done my 12 double crochets. I'm going to close on my second chain. From the very first one, I went up with a single and 2 chain. On this second row, I'm going to come back into the same stitch and do 2 chains. So that's my first double crochet. Back into the same stitch, increase of another double crochet. So this row 2 will have an increase 2 double crochets in the same stitch. You should have a total of 24 double crochets. This is row 2. I've completed my 24 double crochets. So I did my first one single 2 chain. I'm going to close it on my second chain with slip stitch. I'm going to come back in again and do my double crochet, single 2 chain. That's my first double crochet. Back into the same stitch, 2 double crochet. Next space, 1, double crochet alone. Next one, 2 together in the same stitch. Next one, 1 alone. So we're going to repeat this process the same way all the way around, and then we're going to close on the second chain with slip stitch. I'll meet you there. This is row 3. So we finished row 3, did my slip stitch. I'm coming in with my single again, my 2 chain. I usually start my double crochets always this way. Coming in, doing another double crochet in the same stitch. Now this row 4, 2 double crochets alone, that means 1 per stitch, and 2 in the same stitch. Next space, double crochet, next double crochet. So 2 double crochets alone, 1 per stitch, and the next one 2 in the same stitch. That's my increase on row 4. Okay, everyone, going into row 5. So it seems like it turns a bit. That's okay. When it turns just a bit, there's no issue. As we go, it's going to get straightened out. So I've closed in with slip stitch, doing my 2 chain, coming back into the same one, another double crochet. That's my increase. Now we're going to do 3 double crochets alone. So 1, 2, and 3. That means 1 per stitch. Next one, 2 together in the same stitch. Next one, 1 alone. Next one, 1 alone. And next one, 1 alone. So I have 1, 2, 3 alone, 2 together. This is row 5. I'll meet you at the beginning of row 6. Going into row 6, I've closed in with slip stitch, did my single, my 2 chain, my first double crochet, coming in the same stitch, double crochet. Now we're going to do 4 double crochets alone and 2 together. So I have 2, 3, and 4. Next one, 2 together. Again, 1 double crochet per stitch 4 times. That's 2, 3, and 4. 1 alone per stitch. Next one, 2 in the same stitch. Okay, I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I finished row 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to come back in. This is starting row 7. So I did a single, 1, 2, 3, 4 chain because of my single already. That's going to chain. Actually, no, sorry, 5 chain. Okay, so we're going to skip 1, 2 on my third one, single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains. Skip 1, 2, and my third one, single. We're going to repeat these loops all the way around the same way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains. Skip 1, 2, single. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so finishing up row 7. Now, we're going to have 4 rows the same way with these loops and chain 5, okay? But you need to pay attention here. So I did 2 chain. I'm creating my 24th loop. You must have 24 loops, okay? If you miss something somewhere, you could either skip 1 or skip 3, arrange yourself to have 24 loops. Okay, so I did 2 chain. I'm going to come in that single, the first single we did, and I'm going to do a sideways double crochet. I'm going to come back in and I'm going to do a single. We're going to do this the next 3 rows the same way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain again, and into the next one. Now when we come back, we're going to hook it on here, sideways double crochet. If you need to rewind afterwards, go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. Okay, so we're going to repeat those 24 double crochets on the next 4 rows. So we'll have exactly the same thing here. 1, 2, 3, and my 4th row. Okay, they're all 5 chains. It doesn't change the amount of chains, okay? If you prefer to hook it, with single and then do the walk to the center with a slip stitch in between, you can. It's up to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to continue mine, come back, and show you again one more time on the next row. Okay, you guys, reaching my 24th chains again. 1, 2 chain. I'm going to do that sideways double crochet. So I'm coming in the single, the first single we did, and doing my double crochet. Coming back in, single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain again. And again, continue to create your loops. So we have another row like this. We'll have a total of 4 rows. I'll meet you at the end of my 4th row. Okay, everyone, so I finished row 11. I've closed in with slip stitch on the first one. I'm going to come back in again, do a single 2 chain. That's my first double crochet. I'm going to have an increase on the same one, 2 double crochets on the same double crochet. Now we're going to do 9 double crochets alone. That means 1 per stitch, 9 times, and on the 10th one, we're going to add our increase of the 2 together. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Next one, 2 together on the same stitch. This is how we're going to proceed with number 12, row 12. Okay, 2 together, 9 alone, 2 together, 9 alone. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so we finished row 12. Close in with slip stitch. I'm coming on the next one with a single. That's your second double crochet where we have the 2 together. And I'm going to do 2 chain. I'm coming back into the same one and doing my increase. So 2 in the same stitch on the second double crochet where we have the 2 of them together. And then 1 per stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on your second double crochet from the increase, 2 together. So on your 11th one, we add the increase, and then again 1 per stitch. So 10 alone, 10 double crochets alone, 1 per stitch, and on your 11th double crochet we're doing the increase of 2 double crochets in the same stitch. So basically we're repeating what we did here, but here we did 9 alone. This one will do 10 alone and 2 together, 10 alone and 2 together. I'll meet you at the end. This is row 13. Okay, everyone, so going into row 14, I've closed in with slip stitch, did my single, my 2 chain. Actually, this is what we're doing loops. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain. Here we're going to repeat 4 rows of the same thing we did here. The difference is we're having 6 chain on this one. We're going to skip 1, 2, 3 into the 4th one, And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Skip 1, 2, 3 into the fourth one. So it's just going to be a repeat like that. We'll see. I can't remember on that one if I had to make a little adjustment on the end. We have to have even numbers, and I have 36 chains, loops like this on the other one. So we have to have even number. Hopefully I will have 36. If not, I will make 36. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Another thing I wanted to mention on Lucivaina's doily, she only goes up to here, up to this row, okay? And then from there, so of course, this is all of my extension creation. So she goes up to here, and then right away she goes to row 21, which is the single crochets before doing the leaves and then the flowers. So if you don't want to make it this big and you want to make it a small doily, then you would just advance the video to row 21. We have only singles here on this row, okay? And then take it from there with the rest of the video. Okay, so I'm just going to continue on, and then I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I'm on my last one, and I'm going to take down this one because I have 34 already. I need 36. So I'm just going to cut down. Instead of skipping 4, I'll skip only 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go in my fourth. Okay, so we only made one adjustment by skipping only 3 and skipping only 2 and going into the third. And then 1, 2, 3 regular on your fourth. 1, 2, 3. We already have the fourth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, no, sorry. We're going to do that sideways double crochet. So I'm going to do single my 2 chain, come on the first one, exactly how we did on this one here. So we're just repeating the 4 rows that we did with this one here, okay? But we're using 6 chains instead of 5. 3, 4, 5, 6, and continue on again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and do your 4 rows the same way. So I'm going to continue to do my 4 rows, and then I'll come back to you at the end of my 4th row. So we're just repeating these 4 rows here, okay? Okay, everyone, so I finished my row, and this would be row 17, okay? 17. So I've closed in on the first single with a slip stitch. Going to row 18. Now row 18 will be exactly the same thing as we've done here with the singles. Okay, so we're doing 5 singles inside of the chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So basically we're going to repeat these 3 rows, the singles, the double crochet, the double crochets. That means that we are repeating afterwards the 2 together, 9 double crochets alone on the next row, and then 10 double crochets, and on the 11th 2 together, exactly how we did here on row 11, 12, and 13. We're going to repeat that. So 5 double singles, into the next space. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and again. So it's just a repeat of what we've done on row 11. This is row 18. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I finished row 18, going to row 19. I'm going to close in with slip stitch on my first single. And we're just going to repeat what we've done here. So I'm going to come back in, single and 2 chains, back in the same space. So we have the increase 2 double crochets on the same stitch. Next space, we're going to do 9 per stitch alone. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. On your 10th one, we're doing 2 together, 2 double crochet in the same stitch. So basically we're repeating row 12 and we're going to repeat row 13. That means that row 13 on here we had 10 double crochets, and on the 11th one we added 2 together. So on the next row, row 20, because this is row 19, so 9 double crochets alone. On the 10th one, 2 double crochets on the same stitch, and row 20 will have 10 double crochets, and on the 11th we'll have 2 double crochets on the same stitch. So basically it's going to end up on the second double crochet here. That's where you're going to add your 2 double crochets together on row 20, next row. So I'll meet you at the end of row 20. Okay, so I'm going to do this row 19 and row 20, and I'll meet you at the end of that. Okay, everyone, I just wanted to show you the row 20. I have just started, so I've closed in with the slip stitch and went into the second double crochet. Remember, we have 2 together, and did my single and 2 chain. On the same one, did another double crochet. So I'm not doing on the first one that we have the chains going up. I'm doing on my second double crochet the 2 double crochets on the same stitch, and then 10 double crochets alone. And I've arrived right at the 11th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And let me just, not counting here, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, on my 11th, we're doing 2 double crochets on the same stitch. That means you're going to land on your second double crochet here. So that means you have your other 2 double crochets here together. You're going to land. So you know if you did the right amount, that's your 11th one, and you're adding another double crochet. That's your increase. Okay, just to make sure that you are understanding. So I'm not doing on the first one, I'm doing on my second increase, and then 10 double crochets alone. On my 11th, I'm doing 2 together. Okay, everyone, so finish row 20, going to row 21, and then I'm cutting my thread after this, and I'm going to come in with my green. So I've closed in with slip stitch. I'm going to do single. This whole row will be singles all the way around. There is no increase. It's just 1 single per stitch. So very simple, nothing to it. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I finished row 21, all the singles. Coming in with the green, we're going to start to build the leaves. So you come in on any one. I'm going to do single and another single. So 2 singles. Then I'm going to do 1, trying to hide my thread as I go, 2, 3, 4 chain. I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3 and come in my 4th. I'm going to do again 3 singles. We're always going to alternate between a chain of 4 and leaves, a chain of 4 and leaves. Okay, so now we have 3 singles. I'm going to skip 1 space and come into the next one with single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. Coming into the same space, single. Now I'm going to do an 8 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Coming into the same space, single, and 1 chain of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Coming into the same space, single. So we're going to do chain 4 and then leaves, chain 4 and then leaves. Okay, so we're going to skip a space, going to the next one, and do your 3 singles, and then chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Skip 1, 2, 3, come into your 4th. Chain 3, not chain 3, 3 singles, sorry. Okay, so you understand what I'm saying. And then we're going to skip a space, going to the next one, and we're going to create our leaves again. So always chain 4 and then leaves, chain 4 and then leaves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. Come in, single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come in, single. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come in, single. Skip a space into the next one and do your 3 singles. Now we're going to do the chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Skip 1, 2, 3. Come into your 4th. Continue to proceed the same way again. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everybody. So I'm reaching the end, and I'm going to make a little adjustment here because we'll have too many stitches. So I did 3. I'm going to skip 2, and I'm going to come on the 3rd one and make my leaf there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back in the same one. Even if you skip 1 or 2, it's not going to make any difference on the pattern. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And back into the same one. Now, normally we would have skipped 1 and then started the 3. I'm just going to come in to where I'm missing that 1 single and come into the next one and close it up. So it's not going to change anything on the pattern at all. And then just tuck in your loose ends. Okay, you guys, so I decided to go with a different color just to show you, how different it makes on the pattern. So you can use, let's say, the purple with this color is also absolutely beautiful. Or you can go with a darker shade and a lighter shade or a multicolored shade. Okay, so we'll just go with whatever. Here in Europe, we go by numbers of color. And so this is color number 17, because some of you are interested in ordering certain colors that I do have. So this is like an orangey, yellowish pumpkin, number 17. Okay. Okay, everyone. So I'm going to come in on any of my 4 chain. Okay. I'm going to do a single and 1 chain. We're going to build groups, 5 groups of incomplete. Okay, so we'll close this one. I think it's better if I explain it this way sometimes, let me tell you. 2 chain space. Now we're going to do another group incomplete. So we're doing like half and another half, and then close it together. So we have 2 groups, 1, 2 chain. We're going to have a total of 5. Half and half. So we have 2 incomplete and then close it. 2 chain space, and again, half and half, and close it all together. So I have 4. 2 chain again, come in and do the 5th one. 1, 2. Close it all together. So now I have 5 groups of 2 incomplete double crochet, 2 chain space between them. Now here I'm going to make 7 chain to get from one loop to the next. Some of you might have a tighter stitch. You can do 8, 9 chain depending upon your tension, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to come in on the next and repeat everything again. The incompletes. Like I said, some of you might have a looser or a tighter tension. What you don't want is have it floppy this way. You want it to make sure that it stretches enough. Okay, chain 2 and continue to do your 5 incomplete groups of 2, 2 chain, and again 1 and 2. Take it all together. Chain 2, 1 and 2. So I have 4, creating my last, which is the 5th, 1 and 2. Now I have my 5 groups. I'm going to do my chain 7, and I'm trying not to tighten too much. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm making it loose enough, but not baggy, if you know what I mean. 1, 2. So it's always a repeat now like this all the way around. Okay. And I'll meet you at the end. Like I said, if you need to do a chain 8 or chain 9, go ahead. It makes no difference because this will be hidden in the back anyway. We're going to tie that up. All right. I'll meet you at the end. Which row are we at? I can't even remember. So let me just check. So I believe, if I'm not wrong, we're on row 23. Yes, row 23. Okay, so let me try at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much did my last 7 chains. I've closed right up top, or we had closed the both double crochets together. And now just tuck in your loose ends, and I'm going to come in with a different color just to have it pop out. But you can use whatever colors you like. Okay, everyone, going to row 24. So I'm going to use a multicolored yellow. Why not, right? So I'm going to come in where I have that 8 chain stitch right in the center, and I'm going to do a single. So come in the middle and in through the back and do a single. Try to hide this little thread. So 1 chain. I'm going to come directly inside that space between the groups, and I'm going to create 4 double crochet. I'm going to come back in and do a single. Going into the next space, single, and create your 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Back in, single. So only the first one we don't have a single because we're coming directly from the center here of this stitch into it, 4 double crochet, single. Next one, single, 4 double crochet, single. And again, the same thing. Next one, single, 4 double crochet, and single. The last one, single and 4 double crochet only, no single, because we're going directly into the center of the leaf again, exactly how we started our row. Okay, single and 4 double crochet, 1 chain, coming in the center again of that leaf where that stitch is, and we're going to close in with a single. So basically your 7 chain, or whatever, how much percentage of chain you did, it will hide here in the back. Okay, 1 chain again, and come in the first space between the groups, create your 4 double crochets, single. So the first one and the last one will be like this, right? Next one, single and 4 double crochets, and single. Okay, I'm going to meet you here on the next one, because now we're doing the single, 4 double crochet. So we are at the last one. So I did single, 4 double crochets, single, single, and 4 double crochets only on my last one, exactly how we did the beginning. So single, 4 double crochets, 1 chain, coming in the center of that 8 chain, coming into the stitch and doing a single. Don't make it too loose on that single there, because you don't want it to show too much up front. Okay, so you want to make sure that it doesn't pop out too much, especially if you're using heavy duty colors. Okay, so this is what it's looking like, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished all my flowers. I'm going to come back in with the white. I'm going to come in between the first and the second petal of the flower, in right behind where we did the single. Okay, we have that single that we did right behind it. Grab those 2 loops and do a single. We're going to have 2 loops of 4 chain in these flowers behind them. Okay, so I have a single, 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. I'm going to come right behind where we have the single on the next one. So between the second and the third petal. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. If your tension is loose, do only 3 chain. And I'm coming right behind, again, the third and the fourth petal behind where the single is. So we have that single behind here. As you can see, we have the single here, and we have that single there right in between. So I have 2 loops of 4 chain behind petal number 2 and petal number 3. Now I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 chain. I'm going to come behind it again, and again one more time. If your tension is too loose, then do 8 chain or 7. It has to be flat like this, not floppy or stretching too much. Okay, so I did my single, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to repeat what I did with the other one, those 2 loops of 4 chain behind the second paddle and the third. 1, 2, 3, 4, and again where the single is, and do a single. So we have those 2 loops again. So 2 loops of 4 chain and 1 of 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 chain, and again come right behind it, grab those 2 loops in the back of the single with a single. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4. Okay, and then your 9 chain. We're going to do this all the way around the same way, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, you guys, just finishing row 25. Okay, so I've done my 9 chains. I'm going to come in that first single we did with a slip stitch. I'm going to come in the center of that first 4 chain loop with a single. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 chain again. I'm going to come in and create 1 loop in between the second and the third double crochet. I'm going to come directly inside of this 9 chain loop, and I'm going to do 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is row 26. I'm going to come in the middle. I'm going to do a double crochet, but I'm going to grab this middle leaf so it can stay up and not down. Okay, and then 5 double crochets again. So in reality, we have 11 double crochets here on this chain 9. 5 on this side, 1 coming down, and 5 on this side. Okay, I'm going to come directly in that first 4 chain with a single. 1, 2, 3, 4. And coming in and doing a single again. We're going to repeat everything again. So basically we'll have only 1 loop in between these flowers of 4 chain. Doing the 5 double crochets, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to grab the middle one of 8 chain on that leaf, create double crochet, and then again 5 more double crochet. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Coming directly inside of that first 4 chain loop with a single. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain into the second loop with a single. And then repeat again your 5 double crochets. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. We have 1 more row left, and that's it. We're pretty much done. This is row 25, I believe. I think. Well, that's what I mentioned. I forget easily. No, row 26. This is row 21 here, 22 and 3 and 4. Yeah, row 26. So the last row would be row 27. I'll just count everything to confirm afterwards, okay? Okay, you guys, getting into the last row, which is row 27. I'm going to come in. You can come in anywhere where we did those 4 chains, okay? I'm going to do a single, chain 2. So I'm going to build shells here of 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, and do my picot. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 chain. Come back on the first one. I'm going to close it in with slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, and again come back into the first one and slip stitch. You can close it with single. It's just that it will leave an opening, and I don't like it too much when it's the ending, the edge, to have too much of an opening. Okay, so we have that middle picot. Now I'm going to come on my first one here, but I'm coming in the middle, so I'm going to do singles, grabbing back loops only. If you want to grab front loop, go ahead, but I think this gives it a whole different effect on the pattern. It looks much nicer, but you know, everybody has a different taste to things, so you do what you think is right and what fits your taste. If you want to do singles and grab all of the stitching, then go ahead. Okay. And I'm coming directly again. I'm going to come directly right in and do my 3 double crochets. I will be leaving the measurements and how much thread I've used, remembering that, you know, it varies from different brands and companies or where you're at. And if you're using Aunt Lydia number 3, your pattern will be bigger. So I'm doing 2 chains of 3 and the middle one of 5. 1, 2, 3. That's my picots coming in that first and slip stitch. Doing my 3 double crochets again. These makes beautiful gifts. I mean, using the reds and things like that. Okay, so coming in my first, where I have that double crochet, and doing the back loops only singles. So that's it for this pattern. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's quite different than what she created because, like I mentioned at the beginning, she had done only the middle part here and then the flowers, and then the edging is different also. But I think this looks absolutely stunning. Thank you so much, Lucivaina Art Crochet. You are amazing. I'm such a big fan of yours. And guys, I will leave her link below. You guys can check out her channel, subscribe to her channel, help her out also if you like it. And I'm sure you will because she has beautiful stuff. She also has a similar one in oval. I might create that too. You can make it into sets. By creating smaller, what she has here, it will be in size of a placemat, so it would be perfect for that. Okay, so thank you everyone. I will finish up my pattern, take some pictures, a little video at the end, and let me know what you think of these beautiful designs. I will see you in the next tutorial. Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.